Hey, and welcome back to the channel. We have a singles practice for you here today. I will be playing Sam, who I think we've seen on the channel before. So again, Sam is a 3.5 player, I'm a 4.0 player, but at singles, our UTR is pretty much close to a 5.0. So we're very similar when it comes to singles, so should be a good fight. So check it out, and I will see you at the end.
All right, welcome into the match here. We have me serving on the far court, and Sam here is in the near court. So yeah, this is so many times I've played Sam at singles now over the last several months. I'm not sure, I don't recall how many have made it onto the channel yet and how many we still have yet to post on the channel. But yeah, playing him quite a bit. He's kind of one of the persons available the most to just get out and play some tennis. And it just so happens to be that we play relatively pretty good matches against each other. We, I think, match up pretty well together at singles, so it's usually a good workout and pretty entertaining. So yeah, at this point, like, I don't fully recall this match that well, but I can do my best to try to kind of remember how things were going throughout this match. But yeah, as you can see, we typically have pretty long rallies. Yeah, one thing that he really can do well is just move me up and down and move me around. That usually wipes me out pretty quickly. So that is typically a pretty good strategy against me at singles. But yeah, so I'm actually getting ready to play Sam here later tonight as I'm recording this voiceover for this match. So it's kind of nice to take a look at what I did in this match in particular and see anything I want to replicate, anything I want to do maybe different. We'll see how that goes. So starting off with a hold there, don't really do that very often, so that's good to see. I think on most days he typically handles my serve pretty well, so getting free points off the return is very rare. I think we only saw one in that first service game, maybe two, but typically it's a battle to get through the points. He typically will get more free points off the serve than I will when we play each other, so that's not really bode well for me typically in the match, but again, just doing what I can to make my way through these singles matches. Have fun playing singles, but it's definitely hard work for me. But all right, we got Sam. He's up 40-15 at this point, and I put in a bad return to have him get the hold. Yeah, so getting a few free points off the serve here. One thing that I think I do a little bit better when I play against Sam is move my serve around a little bit. More so in doubles, I usually attack a weakness and usually try to set up my partner for success at the net. But I think I find at singles, you definitely have to kind of move things around and change things up a bit to be a little bit more successful. So that's typically what I try to do here, and I think that was an ace. Got an ace. Nice. So, all right, it's 2-1 at this point. Let's let this play out a little bit, and I'll chime in here in a little bit. All right, so at this point, I think I dropped 3 straight games. Unfortunately, not doing very well at this point. But again, the strategy is always pretty much the same for me at singles. I just kind of grind at the baseline and just hope for errors. I'm not really hitting too many winners. So I think maybe I need to try to change up the strategy when I play Sam next. We'll see. We'll see what my fitness allows and kind of how the match goes about and dictates. But yeah, just him and I grinding at the baseline typically facilitates very long points, and it just takes a lot out of me. So, but I did get the hold there, so that's good for that particular game. And yeah, so changing of strategy, maybe be more aggressive, maybe come up to the net more. You see Sam approaching the net and getting the point there, eliciting the error. So maybe that's what I got to try to do. We'll see. It takes a lot out of me fitness-wise in a singles match to do that, but maybe I just need to keep on working at it and just do what I can to battle through that. Because again, unless I'm playing an opponent that's going to give me a lot of errors from ground strokes and battling, it's going to be a long, grindy battle, and going to definitely wear both of us out. I know we played a singles match recently, couple singles match recently actually, that really just wore us both out a lot. And that's really just the nature of just us grinding from the baseline, and just seeing who can outduel the other, which can be fun, kind of a fun exercise, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're doing anything tactically to really change up our strategy and do what we can to kind of win the match. It's more just trying to who can outwill the other person, as it were. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't have much for single strategy. Just grinding from the baseline and hope for errors is typically my game, which I don't know how successful that's not very successful at the high 3.5, 4.0 level, at least in Minnesota. But it's probably similar elsewhere and for other levels, as it were. So all right, got it up to 40 love at this point, and again, moving the ball around, trying to make Sam hit some different variety of ground strokes. But I did notice in this match we do a lot of ground strokes down the middle, and I know that doesn't necessarily bode well for me because he can put a little bit more pace on the ball than I can. And sometimes I get kind of overwhelmed by that pace down the middle. So I do try to change things up and try to move it around a little bit, but doesn't always work. And then Sam gets the hold there. But yeah, the battles down the middle, I don't think necessarily are a good play for me, but sometimes you just kind of get stuck in that battle and it's like, who's going to blink first? So, all right. Now it's a big service game for me to try to stay into this set. We know the success level I've had on that throughout the channel if you've been watching, which I don't think very many people have been watching recently, but that's all right. Just still having fun posting videos and putting things out there. I know I haven't been doing it as frequently recently, just life has been pretty crazy. So, but still getting out there and playing tennis and recording a lot. Just need to find the time to just boil it down here and get it on air. Put in the comments, would you be interested if I just posted some videos where I didn't necessarily do the commentary and just kind of maybe did an intro and outro and just post the match without this? I don't know if people like me talking through all this or not. Just let me know in the comments what you think. And this will be a good test to see if you make it this far and listening to the comments too. So, all right, so 30 all. Then I put in a bad backhand error. At this point, I'm I don't know, I'm probably not the most fresh in regards to my energy if I'm putting in those kind of backhands. But I've noticed recently I've been hitting more errors off the backhand, despite I just hit a backhand winner. More errors off the backhand than the forehand in more recent playing, which has been a testament of me really working on the forehand and making that more of a weapon. But I'm doing it kind of despite kind of faulting on my backhand a little bit. So I think I typically have been seeing more backhand errors than forehand errors in matches more recently, which is very weird for me. And there's another backhand error. So seeing that more frequently than I would like to see. So Sam's got a break point on me, kind of battling for my life at this point in this set. NC trying to run him around, illicit error, and then a backhand error that dumped into the net, and there goes the set. So Sam's got the first set, and let's see, he's got the opportunity to start off strong with his serve in the second here. Okay, I couldn't fully tell there, but it looks like the scoring may have gotten a little wonky there. But either way, I do recall it being down 1-4, I believe, at this point in the match. So definitely not doing well this second set. Oh, and we got cameos by the cat. Let's keep this in here. See if you can hear it. It's being very annoying right now. All right. Yeah, so we got Sam doing incredibly well here in the second set, and I'm just faltering, making too many unforced errors, and just not playing my best tennis at this point. So really kind of, again, back to serving for my life here in this match. At this point, I can't have a break here, and getting a couple unforced errors from Sam, which you couldn't really expect it at this point in the match, but maybe he feels like he has the match on lock and just kind of easing up a little bit, or not sure what it was, but got a little unfocused game, and I got the hold there. So that's one thing that I've noticed playing against Sam. There can be times where there are kind of some lulls in performance, and just have to be able to take advantage of them. That's really kind of the name of the game at this point, is finding the opportunities and really trying to take advantage of them. And this is another one right here. So I'm up 30-love in his service game, and he dumps backhand in the net, and now up 40-love. So really doing what I can to take advantage, put in a nice deep ball there, and now we're at 3-4. So I'm very much right back into this match now in very quick fashion. So really have a service game here to really kind of like pronounce myself and say, all right, I'm really going to take over this match if you're not going to take it. And that's one thing that I haven't, at least at singles, haven't been very good at doing. Again, because I don't think I really have any dominant shots or dominant play that can really do that. Not hurting him with my serve. The only real damaging shot I have is my in and out backhand. And that's if I really laser it, and that's a very flat shot. So there really isn't much margin for error, so I'm not getting much curvature over the net. So a lot of those will clip the top of the net and sometimes spill over, a lot of times just stay on my side of the net. So like I don't fully like to always go for those, but they're obviously a little bit better if I add more curve to the ball, but then they're not as damaging of a shot and not as much of a chance for a winner, but it's better than, I guess, dumping the ball into the net. So I kind of struggle on kind of where to go with that shot. My instinct is just to flatten it out and just try to laser it as much as I can and hope for the best, and I've seen very mixed results on that, at least more recently in matches. Probably more frequently the ball going into the net, which is not a good thing. So, all right, so I'm squandering my opportunity to really go ahead in this match at this point. Down ad at this point, and giving Sam a bunch of short balls to really take over the net and take over the point. But I work my way up to the net somehow and bring it back to deuce. So got kind of lucky there. And that's just a very tired shot from my perspective. Must have been just out of breath, not really doing much with that ball. And Sam comes away with another ad at this point. And again, look at just kind of lightly slicing that backhand, popping up a ball, and it going out. So perfect opportunity to level out the match, and now I'm back in it fighting for my life in the set, whereas Sam has a perfect opportunity to serve this one out.
Oh, come on.
All right, somehow I get away with breaking a hold at this point and level it up to 5 in this match. So really bringing the fight back into the second set where it started off very poorly and now it's very much a battle at this point. And I think we're both kind of tired, both kind of, again, getting back to that who's gonna blink first. Sam is a little bit more aggressive right now, at least in the service game, getting more up to the net. So that's I'm giving him a bunch of tired short balls, but come away with a good passing shot there. Really kind of, that's a deflating, at least for me, it's very deflating when you feel like you're in an aggressive, good spot at the net, and then you just get passed. But I put in a bad backhand there, and now he's up 40-15 here at this point. I very much, yeah, like I said, at this point in the match, I think I'm definitely very tired, and it's like just trying to will myself to just keep on going and keep on battling, because that third set 10-point tiebreak, anything can happen in those. So if I can just somehow get this match to that, I think maybe I have a chance to really steal one here. But Sam gets the hold. And I think we see a lot of wonkiness with the camera here. I think people are walking behind the curtain, causing it to kind of wave back and forth. So that's what we're going to see here for a little bit. So again, another time where I have a must serve out situation. Kind of put in a very lucky deep ball and get an error. That could have very much gone the wrong way for me there. All right, getting a backhand error from Sam. Again, we're both just doing what we can, both pretty tired. I think Sam just praying and hoping that I screw this up like I have been the whole match, and he can just come away with it here. And we can see that in very much just kind of how we're standing up pretty straight for a lot of these shots. Desperately dive for that ball, and he just puts in a short ball like a jerk. And there's no way I'm going to be getting to that one. Very tired, out wide serve, hoping for the ace. But at this point, I don't have enough oomph on anything to really put that serve away. Yeah, I think just looking back at this, it's just so many tired shots from my perspective, so many short balls that if Sam would just attack the net, I think it would be over with. But I got a fortunate error from him off the forehand there, and now get a chance to bring this to a second set tiebreak. If I can just get through this point. A lot of high balls, yeah, you can tell. All right, got me up to the net, and then he puts in a good passing shot. Like I said earlier, that's so deflating. You think you got them in a good spot, and somehow I come away with an ace there. Wow, that's shocking. That was me just doing whatever I could to will that ball into existence. All right, and Sam got a good aggressive play. And at this point, we're both just like, come on, let's get this over with. One way or another, we just want this game to be over. Now we're just moonballing it. Very, very not exciting tennis at that point. Got the error from Sam off of the lazy moonball rally. Sam putting in a very good return there. And we are rallying. And again, it's getting into that pseudo moonball phase. So now we got a little bit of forward action on the ball here. But Sam finally gets aggressive, comes to the net. I put in a good lob, get a short ball, get it right to him, but luckily get the winner. All right, so we're at a second set tiebreak, so let's see how this plays out. And Let's see if I'll be talking to you at the third.
All right, so that first set wasn't necessarily the closest, but we had a battle there in the second set. I was able to turn it around a little bit and get a couple unforced errors out of Sam, which he wasn't really doing in the first set. So it's like one of those things, singles is going to be topsy-turvy and you never know what's going to happen in a match. So you just got to keep on fighting and trying, but ultimately wasn't able to get the win on this one here today. But really like playing Sam. I think we match up very well together, and we typically have pretty good battles when we play each other at singles. So I hope you enjoyed the matchup. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you can. Kind of been stalled out on all of that, and I know the uploads haven't been very frequent, so hopefully I can get more frequent uploads coming up here soon, and hope get more engagement if possible. Just let me know what you think about my game. What do you think about the match? What do you think about tennis? What do you think about the weather? I don't care, whatever. Just some engagement would be awesome. Would really appreciate it. All right, well, thanks again for watching, and just get out there and play tennis.